Go.
Hello, Buccaneers. We are at Hollywood Museum, and today we're checking out Back to the Future Trilogy, the exhibit.
All right, let's do one more time, a little bit louder. Go.
Hello, Buccaneers. We are at Hello, Buccaneers. We are at Hollywood Museum, and today we're checking out Back to the Future Trilogy, the exhibit.
Go.
When you're here, be sure not to run into your other self. Great Scott, it's the other me. Or be
Go.
When you're here, be sure to not run into your. When you're here, be sure not to run into your other self. Great Scott, it's the other me.
Go.
When you're here, be sure not to run into your other self. Great Scott, it's the other me.
It's the older me. All right, one more time.
When you're here, be sure not to run into your other self.
And go.
When you're here, be sure not to run into your other self. Great Scott, it's the older.
Yeah. All right, one more time. Go back.
You have to do.
All right. All right, and go.
When you're here, be sure not to run into your other self. Great Scott, it's the older me.
Go, Boo Boo.
What?
Say quick, cover the time machine.
Quick, cover the time machine.
Hello.
Hello, Buccaneers. We are at the Hollywood Museum, and today we're checking out Back to the Future Trilogy, the exhibit.
1, 2, 3, cheese. Watch, Gaga. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Wait, cheese or look at
Oh, look at the watch, Tony. All right. Up, up. All right, lift up. All right, 1, 2, 3. Look at the watch. Go.
Hello, Buccaneers. We've just arrived in the year 2019, and today we're going to check out Back to the Future Trilogy, the exhibit.
All right, let me do one more picture. Look here. This time, look at picture. All right, smile, boo boo. Cheese.
Wait, cheese? You mean look at the watch? Hello, Buccaneers. Welcome. Wait, we are in. Okay. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in 2019. Okay. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in the year 2019, and we are at the Hollywood Museum. Hello, Buccaneers. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in the year 2019, and today we're checking out the Back to the Future exhibit trilogy. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in the year 2019, and today we're checking out Back to the Future trilogy, the exhibit, at the Hollywood Museum. Okay. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in 2019. What? Okay, wait. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in the year 2019, and today we're checking out Back to the Future trilogy, the exhibit.
Oh, thank you.
This is the next right thing.
That didn't help. Thank you. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in the year 2019, and today we're checking out Back to the Future trilogy, the exhibit, at Hollywood Museum, at the Hollywood.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in the year 2019, and today we're checking out Back to the Future trilogy, the exhibit, at the Hollywood Museum. Hello, Buccaneers. We have arrived in. It's kind of loud.
That's my phone.
red light? Hello Buccaneers, we have arrived in the year 2019 and today we're checking out Back to the Future, Trilogy. Hello Buccaneers, we have arrived in the year 2019 and today we're checking out Back to the Future Trilogy, the exhibit at the Hollywood Museum.
So much in the 90s. We got the stars that are lining up. They're going to.
What? Tonight's the opening gala and we're waiting here by the red carpet. And maybe we'll see Marty or Doc.
Love you.
Inside the DeLorean is the flux capacitor, which makes time travel possible.
Which is what makes sense.
What did I say? Inside the DeLorean is the flux capacitor, which is what makes time travel possible. I don't think the Justice League was in Back to the Future.
Was the flash on?
There are many Back to the Future collectibles here. Here's a video. Look, it's the time train.
And it flies too. One time.
Look, it's the time train, and it flies too.
And go.
I need fuel.
Go.
I got a pit ball now.
Go.
This is the DeLorean from Back to the Future Part 3, where they went to the Old West.
And go. This is your hoverboard for part 2. From Back to the Future. And go.
And this is the hoverboard from Part 2, where they go to the future. I wish hoverboards were real.
Someone is.
These are the ones where they were climbing cars, I think, to stop the train, and they did it. Wait, this is the newspaper.
Yeah, from the alternative 1985.
This is the newspaper from the alternative 1985, when Biff became a millionaire by betting on sports with his sports almanac.
So you wish you had one?
No. There's a lot more to see here, but we don't want to spoil everything. So if you're a Back to the Future fan, we highly recommend you come to the Hollywood Museum to check this out. Please hit the subscribe button and remember to look for your own adventure.
We'll see you in the future.
And we'll see you in the future. Da, 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 da. More than 2. tower. Wait, no, he's supposed
Say
to
it twice. Go say it twice. There we go.
Save the clock tower. Save the clock tower.
And go one more time down.
Save the clock tower. Save the clock tower.
Go.
What?
Go to the mayor. The mayor. He's gonna be. He's gonna be mayor, something like that. Go.
What?
Go.
Mayor. He's gonna be a mayor. Something like that.
Move your head back. Here.
Why is the head cut off?
Move on, Boo, and go. Why is the head come off?
Why is the head cut off? Because he's erased from existence. From part 1.
Oh, to the camera there. Go.
This is from part 1 when he was playing the instruments.
What song, you know?
Oh, Johnny.
Alright, one more time, go.
This is when he.
Go.
This is from part 1 when Johnny was singing.
When Marty was singing.
Oh.
Go.
This is from part 1 when Marley was singing Johnny Be Good. And the clock. Why is Young Death in the future? Who's Bob Gale?
Very good market. They started interfering with our market. We couldn't get a ring on how I left behind a lot of fun.
That he needs to fulfill, except maybe that his, I guess if you count.
Get close to each other. Boo boo. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. Boo boo, look at me.
I saw one that goes clear across the bridge over the ravine. You know, over there, like little there, housing development. Right. That's coming to this man. There is no.
That's the newspaper from the future, except the future's now in the past because it's October 22, 2015. So that was 4 years ago.
Because everyone else up to your right, only just that. Ready? So what you can do? Roll with it. Ready? Let's go here. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Frisbee, far out.
Throw it towards the camera and far out.
Frisbee. Far out. What? Frisbee. Far out.
Lights on, no running.
I'm not. I'm just going 2 steps at a time. This is better than climbing the Belfort Tower.
So let's pop again.
What?
Let's pop again.
That's
Showcase.
right here.
First, before
Do I have all the cast with us? All the cast, yes? Now, media, all the media, please be right up here, okay? Please, for me, thank you. Where's ABC News? ABC, are you here? Where, I know you're here. Okay, you want to come right up here? Photos with ABC right here, please.
So I want to thank you all for coming here this evening. You know, we have so many dignitaries from so many different walks of life here tonight, but I am thrilled. Oh yes, you must be quiet. I think only a few of you don't know yet, but in my last life I was a school teacher. But we do want to introduce many, many individuals that are here tonight. But right away, I would like to thank the entertainment industry and all of the executives from the different studios that are here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Vice President of TCM Enterprises and the Vice President and Head of Director of the TCM Film Festival right here in Hollywood. Please welcome Genevieve McGillicuddy. Genevieve, thank you for making the trip. And we have many friends from Universal Studios. Bob, I wonder why. Why, Bob? But you all know it's the studio that made the Back to the Future Trilogy films. So thank you all for joining us this evening. I know you're going to recognize many of the artifacts that are on display tonight. Thank you all. First off, I would like to give a shout out to the contributors who participated in the Back to the Future trilogy. Please hold your applause until the end when I'm finished reading all the names. First off, the godfather of the Back to the Future trilogy, creator, co-producer, co-writer, Papa Bob Gale. And there's so many of you in this room, I can't see all of you, but our guest curator, Rob Klein. Rob, where are you? Oh, Rob is in the back, as usual. Stephen Clark, Bill and Patrick Shea, they are the phenomenal collectors. They brought the hero car from Back to the Future 3 all the way from the East Coast here. They trucked it out. Thank you so much. Patrick, where are you? Thank you. We have Paul. The Hollywood Museum will be making a donation to Team Fox, Michael J. Fox Foundation. And we will will do so in the name of the Hollywood Museum and Ruptured Ducks. So, without further ado, please welcome the godfather, creator, producer, and co-director of the Back to the Future trilogy, Papa Bob Gale.
Thank you all for coming. You know, if the me from today got in a DeLorean and went back to September 1980, when Bob Zemeckis and I were trying to figure out what this story was going to be. And I told my younger self that this many years later, we'd be in a museum. I would have looked at this old fucker and said, "What are you drinking? And could I have some?" Back to the Future is the Energizer Bunny that just keeps on going and going. It seems like every generation finds themselves in this, embraces it. Parents who saw the movie when they were kids now want to show it to their kids. Their kids are growing up, then they show it, and it'll keep on going for all time.
Thank you.
Danelle asked me to part of.
Oh, hey now.
This is USA Today from January 1986. Ronald Reagan quoted Back to the Future in his State of the Union address. He said that where America's going, we won't need roads. So this is a fitting addition to the exhibit over there, which will go next to a photo of Reagan that he signed to me because I thanked him for quoting the movie in his speech. So
Let's see it, Bob.
another historic.
Go hard. Right at us, Bob.
So here we are, still plugging USA Today, just like we did in Back to the Future 2. Okay, I've said enough.
I just want custody of the newspaper for the museum.
That's why it's here. Yes. Well, thanks to everybody who worked on the movies, and thank you all for keeping this legacy alive and showing it to your friends, your neighbors, your kids, your enemies, whoever. Let's just keep it going. On to the future.
For Mitchell Farrell to present a proclamation to Bob Gale.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Dee Dee, for hosting this amazing event at the historic Hollywood Museum in the historic Max Factor building. I speak freely for everybody when I'm amazed by this exhibit and all the amazing things you brought together. Thank you, Bob, for creating such an amazing movie. In my job, working for Councilmember Mitchell Farrell, oftentimes we get to do events with the community. And a couple of years ago, one thing that we did was we hosted a movie night and made sure that the movie that we showed was Back to the Future. That way, not only people that are my age, that are near 40, can bring their kids out and show them how magical it is. And I can tell you after that event, all the kids that ran up to us and thanked us, this movie will live on for generations to come. So on behalf of Councilmember Mitchell Farrell, I'm honored to be here tonight and to present you with this proclamation from the City of Los Angeles.
Right here.
Straight here.
Right here.
Something gotta do something.
Yep. Thank you.
Are you guys part of
Tina. Oh, there you are. Perfect, perfect. Tina, thank you for allowing your husband to be so creative. We appreciate it.
Tomasian, Hollywood District Director, who will present a proclamation from State Senator Maria Elena Durazo.
Good evening, everyone. What an incredible evening tonight. Today is a historic day here in Hollywood. California is the 5th largest economy in the world, and it is because of all of you right here in this room, because of the film industry and all that you have contributed to this state, that make this state, the state of California, the 5th largest economy in the world. So congratulations to all of you for this accomplishment. But more importantly, tonight, we want to honor one of your own. Mr. Gale, I want to say, on behalf of Senator Maria Elena Durazo, we all grew up on Back to the Future. There's a generation of my generation, the 80s generation, that grew up with the trilogy. You've given so much to this industry. We want to thank you, we appreciate you, and we want to present you with this proclamation from the state of California.
Appeared in films such as Dick Tracy, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and of course the beloved voice of Roger Rabbit. Please welcome Mr. Charles Fleischer.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have no proclamations. I proclaim that gladly. But I am very honored to be a part of this incredible trilogy of films. And one day in the future, this will be studied for its prophetic value. And if you examine the origins of it, Bob Zemeckis and Bob Gale, Bob and Bob. How many great writing teams have the same first name? It's not John Lennon and John McCartney. Doesn't happen. Bob is a magical name. It's a palindrome, the same backwards and forwards, like the number 1001, which interestingly enough is 3 consecutive prime numbers factored. 7 times 11 times 13 equals 1001. Just like Bob, backwards and forwards. In Germanic, Bob means shining, famous, and brilliant, like a 5-pointed star. Thank you for that. Right on, brother. We have John DeLorean's lawyer back there with some extra coke for you people in the back. The 5-pointed star is intrinsically constructed based on the golden ratio, which can be expressed as the square root of 5 plus 1 divided by 2. The key to this is plus 1. This movie had, in 2015, the Cubs winning the series. They won in 2016, plus 1. This is prophetic. This is magical. And going into the future, for those of you who do not know this, Back to the Future 4, 5, and 6 raised a lot of questions, but Back to the Future 7, 8, and 9 answered all of them. God bless. Stay holy.
Wilson and Mayor Gordy Wilson. Please welcome Don Fulilove.
Greetings, citizens. I'd just like to say, by proclamation, declaration, referendum, and addendum, I hereby declare this an awesome exhibit. If I can get everybody on the count of 3 to say Back to the Future. 1, 2, 3. Back to the Future! Yes, indeed. I'd like to thank Mr. Bob Gale because I had no idea what his vision was 30 some odd years ago. All I know is I showed up at Universal and tried to get a job. I got a job. I became Goldie Wilson. My life forever, Don Fulilove, me, that's the real me, forever will be Mayor Goldie Wilson. And I have no problem with that. Thank you, Mr. Bob Gale. Okay, so I said everything that I wanted to say. I just want to thank everybody for coming here. I want to thank everybody for making Back to the Future the most incredible thing that ever happened in my life, because 30 some odd years ago, I had no idea that I would be standing here talking to you about a film. God bless you all and thank you. And one thing before I go, when you vote, who will you vote for? You daggone right. And I just love to say, the clock tower lady. It's because of her. She took up a donation. Mayor Goldie Wilson is trying to save the clock tower. We're going to hear from her soon.
Save the Clock Tower scene. Please welcome Elsa Reed.
I don't know what to say except it's unbelievable. When we were coming here tonight, I had no idea that we were coming to something like this. I mean, you people are just marvelous, and I'm so grateful for all the people who are responsible for this evening.
Dean Logan from Data and Needles Gang, Back to the Future 2 and 3. Richie Goona, also from Griff's Gang. Welcome. The Pointer Sisters, Anita and Bonnie. I know you're here, but I have lost you.
Anita, but not Bonnie.
And you know Anita's new book,
See you in the future. And we'll see you.
We had so much fun at the Back to the Future Trilogy Exhibit at the Hollywood Museum. And what? Okay. My favorite part was seeing the... newspapers that were shown in the movie, but in real life, because there was actually printed words that made sense on... Oh, no, I shouldn't say words. My favorite part was seeing the newspapers from the different alternatives. Like in one of them, Doc is in jail, and no. Like in one of them, Doc is not... Like in one of them, George McFly is murdered, but then in the other alternative, he's honored. And also, I like the photos where like one of them's complete and then the people on it slowly start to disappear. My favorite part is seeing the time train. My favorite part is seeing the time train from part 3. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the future. Bye-bye. Or the past.
1, 2, 3, cheese.